Hi there, this is Josh from Literary Gladiators, and today I am here with one of my favorite continual tags that I have on this channel, and it is in its 8th part. The tag that I'm talking about is the Pay It Forward on Booktube tag, which I created last year and have completed 7 videos of that particular nature, where I name about 10 of my favorite booktubers with roughly around 500 subscribers or less, and I encourage you to check out their channels because I think that they are excellent. Because I could not narrow it down any less, and I had very much difficulty narrowing it down to 10, I'm going to share with you 10 of my favorite booktubers that have roughly 500 subscribers or less, and I encourage you to check all of these out. And the names that I'm going to be mentioning have as many as 400 and something subscribers and as few as 8 subscribers, but all of them deserve your attention, and that's why I'm going to be mentioning them today. Let's get started with somebody who is close to 500 subscribers. Last time I checked, she had about 471. Hopefully she does have 500 subscribers by the time this video is released, and hopefully she has even more. And that person is Leanne from Harriet Rosie. Leanne has been a subscriber to this channel for quite some time, and I've been subscribed to her channel, and we have been very supportive of one another, and she's replied to many of these tags and talked about how much she enjoyed them. But today I want to talk about how much I really enjoy your channel, Leanne, and how you have such a wide range of interests. You talk about so many different kinds of books that you read and go in depth with them. And I also feel that whenever I watch Leanne's videos, I ask myself, does she have 400 and something subscribers? Because she deserves 4,000 something subscribers. And I feel that once people get a hang of her message, people are going to really become addicted to her videos, and they're going to be watching them constantly. She's been going through some rough times lately, but I feel that that has made her videos really strong, and I feel that I've been watching many more videos that she's been putting up, but I think that it's just a matter of what the content is and how it has caught my attention. And I feel that she really has that fire in her, and I really think that she is of that caliber of Jean from Jean Bookish Thoughts, Lauren from Reads and Daydreams, and so many of those booktubers that are embracing their interest in feminism. Alrighty. Next one I want to bring up is JD from JD Archer, also known as JD's Journeys. And JD has this really easygoing, calm demeanor, very much like Theodore Tugboat, and it's really while he has such a smooth way of speaking to his viewers, there's a lot of content with what he is saying, and it makes his sense of humor stick out even more. Some of his videos that stick out in my mind are his shout-out videos, where he recommends somebody with less than 500 subscribers, someone with between 500 and 2,000, and then someone with more than 2,000. And what I like about his shout-out videos is that he gets into the character of what their channel is all about, whether it be a particular greeting, whether it be an angle that they shoot, or for Bedtime Book Club, which is another awesome channel, that he went on his bed and took two of his daughter's toys and pretended to be the Bedtime Book Club with the three of them. And it was quite amazing to watch. And he, speaking of his daughter, she just started kindergarten, and he chronicled that and also attached it to the importance of reading and teaching a love for reading in school. But JD's genres of interest include science fiction, fantasy, and he's also starting a goal for himself where he wants to read a book from every country that has been written in every country. I need to check out one of his videos on a book that he read from Afghanistan, and hopefully by the time this video's out I will have already checked it out. But I really think that you should check out his channel. He's really committed. He has videos up several times a week, and I think that it is worth the ride. Next one that I want to bring up is one of my new favorite literary fiction and classics enthusiasts from the Booktube community. And if you enjoy Amy from the Dusty Bookshelf, Janelle from The Page Turner, and booktubers of that caliber, I highly recommend that you check out Agnes from Beyond the Epilogue. Agnes is so hands-on and so in-depth with what she's talking about. She gives such a great background behind the books that she's talking about, and I got a lot of great recommendations from her regarding writers that I am somewhat familiar with, but of works that I haven't had the opportunity to check out, and from different cultural backgrounds as well, authors that I need to check out. And I also like about Agnes that she's very diligent with replying to comments and also checking out other videos and commenting on them, and you can engage in such a great conversation, and she has a lot to say when you are speaking with her, and it makes for a great booktubing experience. And I highly suggest that you check out Agnes's channel and actively enjoy her videos. Next one is somebody that I feel really, really deserves attention. Granted, I think that all of these booktubers do, but Victoria from One Book to Another is somebody that whenever she releases a video, I check it out, because just like Agnes, she has a lot to say and goes really in depth with whatever it is she is discussing. Victoria from One Book to Another talks about classics, literary fiction, and nonfiction. And not only does she do an excellent job talking about the content, but she's also great with giving a background of the writer or whomever the figure is. Her video about the biography of Jean Harlow was such a strong, it was really strong the way that she described the miserable life that Jean Harlow lived, and how her mother pushed her into acting, and how Jean Harlow's mother took advantage of her, and how it was more of a miserable experience as opposed to one where she was fulfilling her dream. And Victoria made me feel something, and that's what a great reviewer does. She gave great background when she was talking about Oscar Wilde, even Marie Antoinette, which it was great, the attention that she brings onto these figures, writers, and the content that she's talking about. And I feel that she's greatly underrated, and I highly suggest that you check out her channel. Next one I want to talk about is Ryan from Madman Reads, because he is just one cool dude. He is really well-rounded, and the two of us have a lot of common interests with how we enjoy classics, literary fiction, horror, thrillers, and I think that he really has a great, I think that when he talks about books, he does it in such an easygoing way, but he engages in some really catchy strategies that allow the viewer to have an idea of what they should expect. Next one that I want to mention is Jordan from the Bookie Babe, who has completed a few of our foodie book tags, which is how I came across her in the first place. But I have a lot of fun watching her videos. She's very well-rounded. Her genres of interest are not as much in line with mine, but I have a great time watching her. I like her easygoing, bubbly personality, and she's really, you can tell that she's having a lot of fun on her when she's filming her videos, and I think that that really matters. I feel that more people should check her channel out. Next one that I want to discuss is Joanie from Johnny Maisie, who I think really conducts some amazing reviews, and she does a great job recapping and quickly summarizing what it is that she was reading. But the fact that she is an enthusiast for Stephen King is also a positive. I think that anytime somebody goes over a Stephen King collection, it's bound to attract attention, and I can attest to that because I enjoy watching people talking about their Stephen King collections. But it's great that there is somebody in the Booktube community that enjoys reading Stephen King novels, but is also willing to go beyond that and read a lot more of what horror or speculative or mutual genres have to offer. Next one that I want to discuss is somebody who has been really innovative in the Booktube community, and that is Harriet from Harriet Rosie. I feel that she is a really well-rounded booktuber that reads anything and everything. But I feel that what catches my attention the most are the insightful discussions that she has. One of her most recent ones had to do with representation of booktubers based off of ethnicity. And she also included mention to gender and how there's often remarks about who it is that takes part in the community. But she does an outstanding job using statistical information and other facts in order to back up her argument on the topic at hand. But she's also working on a blog/forum called Booktube and Blogging, which I just joined myself. She is connecting booktubers and bloggers in this blog/forum, and they have the opportunity to talk about their experiences, and then also talk about books and books, reading, literature, genres, and everything else having to do with the written work that they enjoy. And I think that it is really an amazing idea. The people that she got together, it's just quite something. And she is the other booktuber who is close to 500 subscribers, but I definitely feel that she should reach and exceed that amount, at least by another figure, if not multiple figures, as in thousands. Next one that I want to talk about is the newest of these 10 names that I'm mentioning, and that is Lina from WordCrown. Lina came into the booktube community and really is leaving her mark. I really enjoy watching her videos. Her 5 Things Friday is quite an interesting concept that, while you have Top 5 Wednesday, it's a bit more structured where you have a designated topic that you discuss. 5 Things Friday is something that Lina put together where she chooses something that's on her mind. In this case, something having to do with books and literature, and she names 5 examples. And she does an excellent job listing things that she's mentioning so that you have the opportunity to check it out later on and have that source. I also like the fact that her being a Swedish booktuber, she makes a lot of recommendations as to Swedish writers. She did one on female Swedish writers as well, and she talks about some of her favorites, which I find to be very fascinating because, me being American, I know a few of the writers. I know a few Swedish writers. John Ajvide Lindqvist, who wrote Let the Right One In, which she has mentioned in a video and she enjoys. There's Henning Mankell, Astrid Lindgren, and then, of course, Stieg Larsson, who wrote the Millennium Trilogy. But she also makes mention to those Swedish writers that people are not familiar with and that she feels that they should check out. And I really like that because I really am inclined to check out Swedish writers that, or writers from any country that people from that country really enjoy. And I really look forward to seeing what she does with her channel. And the last one that I want to mention is the one with the least amount of subscribers, but I feel deserves many, many more. That is Becca from My Dreams of Reading. Becca, when I last checked, only had 8 subscribers, and she comes out with weekly videos, and I feel that they deserve more viewership. She's had 2 videos, her Booktube Newbie Tag and one of her reviews that made it to close to 50 views. But her other ones are in the single digits, and I don't think that that's right. I think that with the reviews that I watched of hers, they are really thorough, and she is very passionate about what it is that she's talking about, whether she likes something, whether she thinks it's okay, or whether or not she doesn't like it at all. And if you leave a comment, she does reply back, and you can have a really good conversation with her. It's like chatting with a pal. She's very laid back in that matter, and I highly suggest that you check her channel out. Alrighty, these are the 10 booktubers that have 500 subscribers or less that I think that you should check out. If you have been mentioned in this video, as Pay It Forward encourages you to do, I encourage you to name some of your favorite booktubers that have roughly 500 subscribers or less. Thank you for tuning into this video. I really enjoy filming videos of this nature. And for now, keep reading.